Carassauga Preview Show. I'm your host, Randy Prasad, and we're here back with Serbia. We're going to talk a little bit about some music and some dance and how important it is that Serbia represents this, in particular at the Pavilion come Carassauga, May 25th, 26th, 27th. Why don't you walk us through some of the music styles that Serbia does so well in celebrating in their culture?
Different regions, different music styles, different costumes.
Right.
So our dances are usually original choreographies, coming from the specific region.
Okay.
And if you look at the costume and if you listen to the music, you can almost capture the soul of people who live there.
So wait a minute, this is something very weird. I've never heard this before. There's a correlation between the attire and the costume and the music itself.
Yes.
It's almost like a nice glass of wine with a nice steak. It just if it works, it fits really nicely.
Yes.
Tell me more.
Okay, the northern part, and I am a specialist for it because I'm from that part, which is called Vojvodina. They are the costume is white.
Okay.
And it's almost like we don't wear on our feet opanke, which is traditional footwear.
Ah, okay.
We wear shoes.
Wow.
And our men wear boots.
We might be able to see some of that in 2 seconds.
That's interesting. Then when you go south, Kosovo and Metohija, where I believe we're going
I think we got some of this right now.
see the dance.
That's
yes.
It. So what's going on there?
This is a dance called Kriva Reka or Winding River.
Right.
Original choreography is from Kosovo and Metohija. And actually a few years ago we had guests from that part of Serbia who taught our flagship group to dance this dance.
Now, this is also a very traditional dance, absolutely.
Yes.
Is there a historical context? Is there like a myth or a legend behind it? Is there a story behind it? Or it's just, you know what, this is just our culture?
The choreography is usually made from different dances. So you don't have only one step that you learn many steps.
Okay.
And then...
And each step represents something?
And each step represents either the village, and the dance coming from the village, or the region itself.
So
it's very, very interesting. Yes.
It means it's like an aerial code.
Yes, it is. It is very interesting, and what I can say, you can almost, as I said, you can almost capture the soul of the people who live in that region.
Wow.
So you can see how women are dancing, you can see how men are dancing. It represents also the generations. So you may see different type of dances when older participants are dancing.
Okay. Now I've even noticed about in some of the dress. I mean, the men's got the pantses and but I find that the men wear more darker tones than the women. Is there a historical context to that, or is it just that's just a part of the outfit? That's just how it is.
In this specific choreography, but as I said, if you look at the other, and every visitor will be able to see our different attires.
Right.
In some regions, men wear white pants, and they really look even more attractive than women.
No.
Depending on the dance.
Really?
So this dance is from that part. That's the way they are dressed.
Yeah.
But then the different dance that our group is going to perform is going to be in the different attire and the completely different music and completely different feeling.
We're so used in our society to either dance solely by ourselves or maybe with one other person. To pull off that amazing feat, you need a football team of at least 10 people.
And this dance is called kolo.
Okay.
Kolo. So you either dance with either it's a man, woman, or females, as you could see, and males together. And then they mix together, then they separate, and it all represents a story. There is a story behind every kolo.
Now, does the story change on the dances, or is there a universal theme? Okay, what are some of the top stories that are represented?
Love.
Love.
Usually it's love.
Yes.
Usually it's love, it's pride and proud. And also it is a love for your region, for your country.
Oh yeah, story, yeah.
So there is a lot of dances that usually different types of love.
Wow. Now, how do you get the youth in Peel region or the youth here in Canada to participate in such dances and such culture of Serbia? Because I mean, our culture today is so different than back home, even from myself and yourself included. How do you get the youth involved? How do you get them motivated? Say, you know what, this is really cool too.
It's easier if you start earlier.
Okay.
My daughter started when she was 3.
Okay.
And she liked it. She thought we would go to dance as a play. So she really liked it. Wow. Now she's 13. She's 10 years dancer. She's now in the group 2, preparing to become group 1, which is our flagship group.
Wow.
And the age in the group 1 is 14 to 18. Then usually when youth goes to university, you know, the whole setup changes, and then we do have a group of older dancers.
Wow.
But that's a mixture. I also dance sometimes for them. And it's a lot of jumping. I have to say, it's a lot of jumping. You have to be
jump out of here, as a matter of fact, and I can't choreograph this. Folks, thank you guys so much. This is the Carassauga Preview Show. Stay with us for more on the road to Carassauga.